spot price is in the mid-20s, and we all remember when spot price was in the teens, and we wish it would go back, but it's probably not going to. We might be having this same exact conversation in a couple of years from now, with just changing the numbers up a little bit. Silver might be in the mid-30s. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and whether or not I think it's too late to convert your dollars into it. Too late to get started stacking if you have not already. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today, I wanted to talk about silver and whether or not I think it's too late to officially get involved. Now, obviously, if you've been stacking for a couple weeks, months, years, or decades, your answer would probably be, no, it's not too late. I'm going to keep stacking. Now, that's what my answer is for myself. I'm going to continue stacking as much silver as I possibly can for the longest amount of time possible. But from the perspective of somebody who hasn't even gotten started stacking yet, maybe they were just introduced to the concept today. Maybe somebody sent them this video that you're watching right here. They said, hey, check out this video. Someone that never even knew that people out there stack silver coins, rounds, and bars to preserve their wealth. And they might look at some of the charts and they might say to themselves, wow, this time last year, spot price was only, what, 17, 18 bucks? Now, spot price is over 25 bucks. Maybe I missed the boat. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe I shouldn't even get started stacking. Maybe it's not worth it at this point. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about it from that perspective. Now, if you are somebody who just recently got started stacking, or you're thinking about getting started stacking, in my personal opinion, I do not believe it's too late. And it's important to understand that this is coming from somebody who is not here to sell you any silver. I do not sell silver. I've never sold silver in my life. All of the silver that I own is mine, and I plan on keeping it that way. So I'm not talking up silver just to spin things around and be like, hey, buy silver from me. No, that's not what I'm doing. I wanted to talk about this as objectively as possible, and I wanted to stay as logical and realistic in today's video without intertwining too many of my opinions. Now, yes, the spot price of silver is significantly higher than it was this time last year. It's almost doubled in value since last year, and then it came down a little bit for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who don't remember somehow. March of 2020, when pretty much everything in the world came crashing down, planet Earth was put on a standstill. It wasn't just silver that got hit. It wasn't just gold. It wasn't just the precious metals. It was the entire planet. When that happened, silver went from $18 an ounce, which is where it was before everything fell apart, and it came crashing down to about $12 an ounce. Then it made a little bit of a recovery over the next couple of weeks, or over the next month. Of course, premiums got cranked up through the roof, but I'm just talking about spot price for the time being. Spot price climbed its way back up a little bit. And then when it got back to where it was, $18, when it started at 18, fell down to 12, and climbed all the way back to 18, we saw something pretty unusual happen. Hey, really quick, I interrupt this video to let you know I am going to be going live in the VIP club tonight around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description if you want to join. We saw the spot price of silver not just go back to where it was, but it just kept going. Up and up and up and up. It went over $18. It went to $19. It went to $19.95. And I remember saying to myself,
it ain't gonna hit $20. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It will not happen. Silver will not hit $20.
And then boom, silver hit $20. Then it hit $21, $23, $25, $27, $29. And I was getting scared. I remember saying to myself,
please God, don't hit 30.
And thankfully it didn't. It came back down a little bit. Some corrections. A healthy pullback. And it dropped back down to the $22 range, and it's pretty much been fluctuating between 22 and 27 for really the last couple of months. For the most part, sitting in the $25, $26 range, which is coincidentally where it's at right now as I'm recording today's video, about $25.50, I think it is. And that's clearly much higher than it was this time last year, or really any time in the last 6 or 7 years. Silver hasn't surpassed the $20 mark in a very long time, and it's consistently been over $20 an ounce for going on a year now. Not quite, maybe like 9 months or so, but silver has been up, and it doesn't seem like it's going back down. It might go down $1 or $2, but I personally don't believe it's gonna go back to 20 bucks or go below 20 bucks. Now, don't get me wrong, that would be fantastic if it did. I would love for that to happen. I'm crossing my fingers that it happens, but logistically speaking, I don't believe it's going to be the case. And if everything that occurred last year in the first quarter of 2020, if none of that happened, I truly, genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that silver would not have hit the $20 mark or surpassed the $20 mark. If that didn't happen last year, I think the spot price of silver would probably still be in the teens. And the premiums would still make sense. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest belief. I don't know for sure. I have no idea, but when the economy took such a massive hit last year, everything got shaken up. And that's when a lot of people gravitated towards the silver. I would say a third of them gravitated towards the silver because they were already stacking silver and they didn't know what the future was going to hold. And they were saying to themselves, all right, let me load up on silver just in case. Those of us who have been stacking for a while doubled up on how much silver we were trying to get our hands on. Another third of people were those who had a lot of money, or should I say currency, in other forms of investments, maybe the stock market, and the stock market took a massive hit, maybe real estate, maybe a business of some sort, and they wanted to liquidate because they didn't know the future for those investments or some of those investments, and they wanted to take their cash away from something that was designed to make them money and put it into something that's designed to save them money, such as the silver and the gold. The last third of people jumped on board for the first time ever because silver made the news, silver was making headlines, silver was being talked about by everybody, silver was being talked about by people like me who love silver, it was being talked about by people who didn't believe in silver. Maybe they were hating on silver for the last couple of years, and then they were finally proven wrong, and they were coming around, so they were talking about silver. People who had never heard about silver before were learning about silver, and they were excited about it. They were talking about silver. The news was talking about silver. Some of the big finance guys on the internet were talking about silver. The people who aren't even involved in silver were talking about silver. So I'm not surprised at all, because word of mouth spreads like wildfire, and during the first and also the second quarter of 2020, a lot of people were stacking silver because stacking silver was just a trendy thing to do. Everybody was talking about it. It's like, oh, all the cool kids are doing it type of thing. And just like all other trends, it died out, it fizzled away, it faded away, and the people who are on board with stacking silver because it was trending, they disappeared as well. But the people who jumped on board for long-term wealth preservation purposes, they knew that it was not too late. They knew an opportunity presented itself to them. These people understood that the value exceeds the cost. Even though spot price went up way higher than what we were used to, even though premiums got cranked up through the roof, people still saw the opportunity. People still knew and believed that even though spot price is up and premiums are way up, the value still exceeds the cost. Even though, in order to get your hands on an ounce of silver, at the time it would have taken $30, $31, $32 just for a troy ounce of silver. It's come down a little bit since then. Many of us can get our hands on an ounce of silver for 28 bucks maybe, give or take, somewhere around there. I personally believe that the value exceeds the cost. Therefore, I don't believe it's too late to start stacking silver or to continue stacking silver. Because guess what? The people today, quite like myself, who are looking back and saying, oh man, I wish I got more silver when spot price was 17 bucks. Well, what's going to happen in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? What happens if the spot price of silver is $39 at that point? Are people at that point going to be saying, man, I wish I loaded up on silver when spot price was only 25? In my opinion, I probably believe that's going to happen. Not regarding the spot price going to that very specific number within that very specific amount of time, but if and when silver does climb up and up and up and up and up, there are still going to be people asking, is it too late to get started? Is it too late to convert my dollars into silver at 36, 37, 38, 39, 47, 52 dollars an ounce? Is it too late? So I personally don't believe it's too late. I believe silver has plenty of room to grow and perform over time. And while I'm speaking about my opinion, in my opinion, I would argue that silver might just be the most undervalued asset on the entire planet. That's my honest opinion. That's what I truly believe. And when it comes to stacking silver, I go for the low premium stuff. I go for the 90%. I go for a lot of generics. I go for a lot of the coins that carry a lower premium, such as the Philharmonic nowadays, the Britannia maybe, the Maple Leaf. Normally I would go for Silver Eagles, but the premiums on those are still quite a bit higher up than a lot of the other silver coins out there. But for the most part, I'm going with silver rounds, bars, and 90%. That's how I'm doing things, and to be honest with you, that's probably how I'm going to continue doing things for quite a bit of time. I personally do not believe it's too late to get started stacking silver. If I was somebody that was just now learning about silver, and I had no previous experience when it came to stacking, but I knew what I currently know today, I'd be going full throttle. $25, $26 an ounce, $2, $3, $4, $5 premiums. Might be more of a pain in the neck than it was when spot price was only 16 bucks with $2 premiums. But it is what it is, and it's not what it's not. I believe the value exceeds the cost. Now, there are some people out there who would disagree. There are some people out there who don't believe that the value exceeds the cost. Because that's a question you have to ask yourself when you're going to convert your dollars into anything, or when you're going to buy anything, or when you're going to invest in anything. You have to decide for yourself, what's more important? That right there on the shelf, or the dollars I have in my pocket? What do you want more? That's what you have to ask. Do I want these dollars more than that silver right there? Got $28 in your pocket. Do you want that $28 more than you want that troy ounce of silver? For me personally right now, the answer is no. I don't want the dollars more than I want the silver. I want the silver. Therefore, I've been converting my dollars into silver, even though spot price is much higher than what I originally considered to be my comfort zone. I remember saying this time last year and the year before that and the year before that, that anything below $20 an ounce, in my opinion, is a fire sale, is a huge opportunity. Now, just because the spot price has surpassed $20 doesn't automatically shut off the switch. All of a sudden it surpasses $20. Nope, not anymore. No more silver. It's not an opportunity anymore. It surpassed $20. Goes back down to $19.99. Then we'll talk. But no, that's not how it is. I still see it as an opportunity. But if I could get it for almost half the price or 2/3 of the amount of dollars that I had to put into it back then as I have to put into it today, of course I capitalized on it. I remember in the summer or the fall of 2018, I talk about this all the time, when the precious metals bottomed out, at least for me, during my time of stacking. That was the lowest I saw the precious metals consistently sit at. Silver was about $14 an ounce. Gold was $1,100 or $1,200 an ounce. Unfortunately, I didn't capitalize too much on the gold at the time. I picked up a couple pieces of gold, but for the most part, I was just picking up silver like crazy. I was going from the coin shop after work, and then I'd go home, and then I'd go onto one of these online precious metal dealing websites, and I'd order even more silver. Sometimes I was picking up silver 2, 3, 4, 5 times within the span of like 10 days. Because spot price kept going down. And I personally saw it as an opportunity. And I still see it as an opportunity. Which is why I'm going to continue to stack it. So I personally do not believe it's too late to get started stacking. It's very easy to be blindsided if you're someone that's been stacking for a couple weeks, couple months, couple years, couple decades. It's very easy to have that tunnel vision where you see things from the perspective of someone who has been stacking silver for a long time, failing to be able to understand where someone's coming from if they have not yet got started stacking, and maybe they have some concerns, maybe they don't like this about it, or maybe they're nervous about this, or maybe they believe that the cost exceeds the value, therefore they don't want to convert their dollars into it. It's completely different. People who have been stacking for a really long time and somebody who just now wants to get started. You could say the barrier to entry went up a little bit, especially from when I got started stacking. I got started stacking when spot price was only $17. And for my first 6 months, it did nothing but go down. Every single time I stopped at the coin shop or ordered something online, spot price was lower than it was the time before I got more silver. Every single time. It went from 17 to $16.75, and then $16.50, and then $16.25, and then $16, and then $15.50, and then $14.80, and then $14.25. It just kept getting lower and lower and lower for my first 6 months. And then when it bottomed out around the $14 range, that's when I was going crazy on silver. I was getting as much as I possibly can. I cut back on everything else that I was spending money on, so I had extra cash left over to get more silver. Because I knew that there was a good chance we might never see these prices again. Ever. I wanted to make the most of it while I had the opportunity to. And even though spot price is higher today, one could make the same argument. One could possibly suggest that silver's going up from here over the next couple weeks, months, years. It might climb its way back up to the $30 range and refuse to go back down to the 20s. Similar to how we're talking right now. How spot price is in the mid-20s, and we all remember when spot price was in the teens and we wish it would go back, but it's probably not going to. We might be having this same exact conversation in a couple of years from now, with just changing the numbers up a little bit. Silver might be in the mid-30s, and we might be reminiscing when spot price was $25, $26 an ounce. We might be talking about how it would be nice to see $29 silver again, but we don't think it's going to go that low. We might be having the same conversation, but you just up the numbers a little bit. Which is why I'm capitalizing on what I consider to be the most undervalued asset on the planet, even though spot price is up a little bit. Again, this is just my opinion. I wanted to take a couple of different perspectives. I wanted to take a little bit different of an approach. But at the end of the day, it is just my opinion. I'm curious to know what are yours. And also, if you're somebody who has not yet got started stacking, or if you're brand new, I know most people can already tell, but for those of you who do not know, just because I have to say it, not a financial advisor, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off your conclusions, not mine. But I'm very curious if you can head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts? Is it too late to get started stacking the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of the videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated, and I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, if you were to take the perspective, or if you were to be in the shoes of someone who has not yet gotten started stacking, and you took a look at the spot price of silver, and you saw $25, $26 an ounce, you saw that the premiums were $2, $3, $4, $5 over spot per troy ounce. Would you say to yourself that it's too late to get started stacking? Or, even though spot price is up and premiums are up, do you still think that the value exceeds the cost? And the same question could be asked about gold, by the way. Do you think it's too late to get started stacking gold? Just last year, gold hit a brand new all-time high. Does that mean that it's too late to get started stacking gold? And also, do you think a couple years down the road, maybe 5-10 years in the future, we're going to be having a conversation about silver when spot price is in the mid-30s potentially? Talking about how we missed the days when silver was in the 20s. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.